Okay, good. Three. Hey, browser. Let's see. Damn I get that, please? Nah. Yeah, Dan, you don't have to. Damn it. Oh, look. See, I wonder if I should. Because I do like doing reactions. I know they're overdone, but I don't mind doing them. It's just the card is gonna be trash. But as long as it's not Jubilee. I could do Jubilee, but I'll have to reveal my face to do that. Because I kinda wanna like go headless for once. I know people know what my face look like, but I don't know. To make sure that they're engaged. Browser, I agree. Oh, I know, Dumbbell. It's just see, the thing is, I thought I could try something different because I mean, I have been burning myself out lately just to get the maybe it's because I know that people haven't been finding my channel yet, and I'm still experimenting what people like, but what I like because I still want to upload the other Mall videos, so hopefully they'll find that Super Paper Mario one. I hope that the thumbnail's decent. You know what? I want you both. This is good. I don't like doing ratings, but this once. Hold on. This also says a 10. I know thumbnails are not important because there are YouTubers that I've seen that like if they do like vlogs, for example, they don't use customized thumbnails. Hopefully the timer didn't froze. Oh, I think it did. It says almost 4 minutes. Oh, yeah. Damn it, MacBook. This is gonna take a little while. Well, I think it probably cleared up just like on earlier. Sorry, that was a little earwax. Oh, number 5. The Dumbo that I did from Super Paper Mario dialogue. I just want a little feedback. You sure? 9. Both of you like it? Really? Well, I'm flattered. Plus, I love that number 9. I don't know why. You like the title? See, the thing is, I don't like to do titles that come up as clickbaity. I don't like doing those because it makes me feel a little pressure just to do what everyone else is doing. I do not like doing that. Man, it feels like I'm back in high school again if I have to, though. But it just came up in my mind because the character Lobby is supposed to be like an angel character that has to transform into a pure heart based off the game, right? And I got curious just to do a reaction of one of my favorite. I know Super Paper Mario's not really talked about because everyone's talking about Mario Kart or whatever, but I grew up with that game. I know quite a bit of it, at least enough, and I have enough knowledge to talk about it. You like how I put Dal and D? Yeah, because I know a little of old English. If I do go somewhere, I'll let you. Okay, you mean you let me know, right? Okay. You, yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, the thing is, Dumbo, I know people like suspense because they would say, "Oh, you need to make people really suspense." I'm not doing it. Okay, I like suspense, but I don't want to come up as clickbaity. I'll give them what I'm showing. It's just like how on YouTube, it has to be all about rules. When I first joined in, you could post whatever the heck you want, but now, oh, you got to make a custom demo. You need to have a good mic. You need to look a certain like. Stop. This isn't a darn interview that who should upload videos on YouTube is allowed. It's too much. Also, the TV is off because, well, I'll turn it on once we get a newcomer, but I may turn it on anyway. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I love nibbling on her nose. Yeah, you don't like clickbait either, Dumbo. That's understandable. It's so funny. She's sitting on my lap, and my lap is pretty narrow. I don't really have any requests, but we can react wherever you. Yeah, Dumbo. That's what I'm thinking of. The browser generates in a good month. I understand, honestly. And also, we have 4 viewers, but they left again. Ugh, it gets old. So I keep bringing that up. You want? I want to try something. Oh boy, you want to try this on Mars? Hold on. I don't think she likes it. Hold on. Oh wait, that's right. You want her out. Tell me my dog's still staying here. Yeah, the thing is, Dumbbell generates the worst month for people that have like mental health issues. It's tough. It really is. I don't have any requests except Dragon Ball Z. I understand that browser. Yeah, I try to put it like I wanted to do that, but it won't fit her. She's too small. I need to take a shower. I haven't took a shower in like 12 days. Yeah, me either. Even though it's supposed to be a little warmer. You know, It's got yeah. I've heard it has been getting a little bit warmer lately. Like it's really funny how in New Orleans they almost had a foot of snow. And now next thing you know, they're like near 70 degrees. How the hell is that possible? How is that possible? Ooh, Pickens Place playing Bomberman? Are you serious? You've got to be kidding me. He's playing Bomberman? No way. I might watch that later. No damn way. What? Oh, I'm gonna have fun watching that later. Oh, what a surprise. 3.5 hours? Oh, I'll take it. It looks like for the N64. Oh, Peak is right. Thank you. Okay. And Isaac Butterfield. I hate Generation Z TikToks. Okay, now this is my feed that I want to see. You know what? Speaking of my feed, um, can I just play this? I'm sorry. I love this music. I'm sorry, but I get emotional when I hear it. In a good way, of course. I'm not gonna wait until anyone comes in. I can't. Where's that music? Damn, let's see. It should be on here. It's only 3 hours long? Wow, it's short. Hold on. Let me find it. I love this music. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Where is it? It says that I played this when I was younger. Damn it. I love that music. I saw one of the game channels I watched named Ray. He played this, and I got addicted to hearing it. He's pretty good. This game is easy. Whoops. It is. It's called. This is the game. It's named Glover. I heard this game isn't that good though in reviews, but it's really nostalgic. I never played it though, but it is for the N64. Hey, let me find the theme song. Hold on, or the level music. um, is it level one or is it level two? All right, let me find it without the sound effects. Oh yeah, there it is. I gotta wait for these ads first. Oh, that piece looks so good right now. Ooh. Okay. Yep, this is it. It's called Atlantis Realm. Love the cover art. I love this part. Man, it kind of makes my head a little light. Oh my god, it makes my head a little light. Jeez, you see why video game music is so good? It's like if you're like an acid trip but without the drugs. Honestly, a song like this is a great for relaxation, studying, or sleeping. Yeah. And Brosy, yo, what is it? Dancing in the Moonlight #2? I'll look that up. Yeah, you know what I mean, Dumbo? Yeah. Honestly. I'm gonna look that up right now. So it's called I feel guilty Because I don't have any crusty. Oh no, tell my daughter, worry. Hell, you shouldn't feel guilty at all, honestly. Um, Dancing in the Moonlight number two. Oh, I thought someone requested this from me before. I could have sworn someone did. I think it was that person we thought it was Elizabeth, right? I could have sworn. I think I heard this song. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, because it's a good song. I remember hearing it before. I'm trying to think of something I've never seen, I've never heard yet. What the hell is this? Wait, I'm looking this up very quick. What channel is this? See, the thing is, I gotta watch that. The Wedding Banquet. That looks interesting. Um, what the hell is this? Oh, yes, 3 million. No wonder I'm viral. The worst military TikTok fails. Ha!
When artillery gets military bills and memes never get old. So let's go and see what the internet's got for us today.
Well, this is interesting. Yeah, he just does reactions. All right, I'll give it a go.
Stay on your knees this day. Oh, boat in your ass, okay? Took a boat in the ass today. The Vikings are not happy.
So it's by Nickel Ortiz. Worst military TikTok fails.
When artillery gets to swim, because you guys didn't know, the big bomb they were going to shoot, it didn't go anywhere. It's right there. Ever been this lost during winning now? Oh, dude. Whose officer is this? You know it's a lieutenant. You should just pull up and be like, sir, what do you need to ride to? I'm my platoon sergeant. I'm scared. It's okay, sir.
I didn't know there's TikToks of being in the military.
Oh, fighting for his life. Oh,
That's interesting. I didn't know they do these.
Oh, y'all got jokes on the book. That's a whole ass. Oh!
So it's a cardboard that flew up and then it landed in there. I don't know what the hell it's called. That's pretty cool. I didn't know these were a thing. I had to share this because
Not a toy. Oh, was somebody pushing?
in my high school we had it's called JRTC. I had a crush on this boy that I liked. You know, he's straight. That's gay around me, which is funny though. He is straight though, because he would play footsie with me. It's weird. You know, like I'm thinking like, okay, there's no way a straight guy would do that. He kept giving me I had a big crush on him. His name is Yurio Taforia. I'm not kidding. Like I still remember his full name. And he even liked when I was dressing as Jack Skellington. I wonder, like, this is he's straight, but he is. He's just probably really accepting. And he basically was in the GRTC, right? It's supposed to be like how you were trained to go to the military. That's why I find myself a little fascinating because it reminded me of that back in high school that there was an elective that you wanted to train to go to the military. It's really, really interesting, both men and women.
Shout out, catch a bubble bit. Say amen. man. Honestly, you want to know something? I'll never push religion on soldiers because if it really goes to combat, they will find God in their own way. Trust. Let me go look at the Ukraine-Russian war videos.
Yeah, it is interesting. Footsie dumbbell. It's when it may sound sexual, but it's not. At least that's how I see it. Oh, you're gonna love this. I'm gonna play this one next. It's when you rub your feet together. No, like I mean, it doesn't have to be feet, but like shoes. Like like how I was supposed in math class, he would like rub my shoes with his, right? That's considered that's footsie. If that makes sense. And yeah, he would do this a few times. I mean, I liked it. I did. So it was weird. I'm thinking like, why is he doing that? So yeah, I wonder why he did that. You never let him in. Yeah, same here because it could be really corrupted. Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. Yeah, I would never go to the military. Never. And my grandpa, I don't know what maternal is. Really? In the Marines? That's pretty cool. You wanna know something? My mother said that she wanted to be part of the not well, of the army, but she was pregnant. I think in like not like, fighting for our country, but as in like working in the office. My mother told me that, which is really interesting.
They look like that, but they're always in someone else's business. We started in this part of the earth, and then we figured out ships, and now we're at all these other places on earth. There's a lot of opinions about that movement, but we're not talking about that today. When I first started my internet content career, I thought to myself, Tucker, speak to what you know. And what I know is Catholicism and white people. Today, I'm going to focus on the whites. There's a lot of silly aspects of white culture, like
No, yeah, she thought about working like for the like office, like an accountant, like that. I know that's what she told me. That's what she thought of it.
rolls and yo-yos.
I don't know why, but I gotta ask her about that again.
Yo-yos that much, but we're going hard with it. But there's something that us white people cannot really get a fundamental handle on, and it's naming our children. We keep fucking that up pretty consistently. I mean, historically, it's been fine, like the biblical times, like John and Luke and all those guys. They had pretty normal names, but over time and throughout generations, we've kind of just dwindled down into an alphabet soup of letters that kind of end up sounding like Haley, and that's not okay. But I wanted to get us back on track. So in today's video, I'm going to take every white person's name that I either think is cool or I have a problem with, and I'm going to put them all on a tier list. And we're gonna figure out what you should name kids when you eventually have kids. I know, what the fuck am I talking about? I know you guys are going to have kids. So we're going to start off with the men because... So I'm sexist, I guess. First, we have Robert. Pretty basic, pretty easy name. For some reason, when I think of Robert, I think of Rabbit. I think of a buck-toothed man, probably a little bit, snarky. But also, Robert is one of those names that has a million.
I think it could be a black name too.
Doesn't really make a lot of sense. People named Robert can go by Rob, Robbie, Bob, Bobby, and I do not understand why we're allowed to take an R and turn it into a B. That kind of makes me angry a little bit. But I do want to say the comedic value of a man named Bob. Hey, Bob. That's hilarious to me. But once again, I can't imagine like a 2-year-old kid named Bob or Robert. Like, it's just such an adult name. So we're going to put that at C, I think. I think that's a C level name. Next up, we have John. Now, John has the ability to transform at the drop of a hat like Robert, but for some reason, John has 4 letters and we're allowed to.
It could be.
Jack. That doesn't make too much sense.
I think John, well, I know a guy at middle school had a crush on him was Johnny, and he was Hispanic. I never think John would be a white name.
John is probably the most boring white name you can have. Hello, my name is John. I go to church on the big holidays, and I have the perfect amount of credit card debt. Jack has a little bit more fun to it, like Jack Reacher or Jack in the Box. Jack of all trades. There's a lot of fun with Jack, but at the end of the day, hiding under that light veil is a John, and that's kind of a bummer. We're going to put that in C as well. Then we have David, another biblical name.
David, that's diverse.
Dave, not great. Davey is.
It could be a Hispanic name too. Man, I'll never see these as white names. I don't know why.
Hangs around the back of the Olive Garden, and Dave is the guy who owns the Olive Garden. So there's a lot of transformations you can have with this one name. Personally, I really enjoy a name that you can change throughout the ages, like a little Davey, a young David, and an old Dave. Like, I feel like that works out pretty well, so I'm going to put it at B tier. I enjoy Dave. Now I have some names that are for really old people that kids aren't called that anymore, but I really think we should start calling children really old people names because I think that's funny. Up first, Ebenezer. Now I know
what?
Ebenezer Scrooge.
What the heck is Ebenezer?
It used to be a real name, but it kind of fell out of grace because of that book. It's kind of like naming your kid Hitler. It used to be a normal name, not anymore. But think of all the fun nicknames you could have for someone named Ebenezer. There's a lot of consonants in there that you could break down. What up, Ebby? Get in the car, Ebby. We're going egging.
What the
Or something
hell,
like that.
Ebby?
Or knees?
I
Oh
never
my
heard a
God.
name like that before.
I guess that could be like a you're sucking dick joke. But yeah, I wouldn't say that. Like, say he makes team captain of the football team and he gets a touchdown.
What?
Oh, you got knees, bitch. I think it's fun. B tier. Then we have
Yeah, Robert is a.
Robert.
Yeah, I figured Robert would be considered a black name. Oh, Dumbo, I can't guess. You had to tell me because I know you want to be. I'm thinking of Jeffrey. I like the name Jeffrey. My name is Jeff. I wonder where that came from. I love the name Jeffrey. I'm guessing Jeffrey. I don't know, Dumbo. I don't know what the hell Ebenezer is. Honestly, the white guy names are boring. I think they're really interesting. Honestly, the whitest name I ever heard is like Tucker. What the hell, Orville? Orville's a name I never heard of. I mean, unless you're talking about the pop crew man, but that's about it.
Argue Edwards hang around
I
nowadays,
think.
but, they usually just go by
Is that
Ed.
Jeffrey? I
Edward is
figured.
by far the dorkiest name you could be born with. Well, actually, looking at this list, it gets worse. It's not a great story. You can go by Eddie and hide behind that for a while, but once someone checks your license and sees that there's a word at the end of it, like Squidward, you're gonna get bullied to shit. So just put that one at D. We'll leave him alone. Jebediah? Oh my God, are you a prophet? A tier.
That's from The Simpsons, like that statue?
Imagine going to a 2-year-old's birthday party and he walks up to you and his name is Jebediah. Holy fuck! I would assume he's gonna lead a cult. You're setting that kid up for success. I can imagine having a CEO named Jebediah. Everyone would listen to the kid named Jebediah. Dudley is. Well,
I don't hear Dudley that much.
So that's probably F tier. I'm gonna do two of them at once because they both have the same vibe to them, which is Albert and Arthur. You can make nicknames out of them by doing the first syllable. So you got Al and Art, and I just feel like these names demand respect. Albert is more of a nerd than Arthur, and Arthur probably owns a collection of something like toy trains, but they're both well-respected members of their community, and there's just something more powerful with having an A at the beginning of their name, because that just means you're going to go first in a lot of middle school activities. So that's an A tier name for me, and that's not on purpose. And then we have Cecil.
What the hell, Cecil? Like Cecil?
Do some mischief, and he rats everyone out because he gets caught.
Cecil?
Didn't do what you fucking told him. Cecil is the teacher's pet. Cecil's going to go on to have a mid-tier.
I never heard of that name.
Like some kind of management, and no one's going to like him. But it does have a fun little bounce to it, Cecil. So I'll give it a D, I think. All right, let's move on to the modern classics. Now, these aren't like the newest names that are all bullshit. These are like the 80s to early 2000s names that were flowing in. First, we have Zach. Now,
I like Zach.
The name, I'm pretty sure, but it was very popular in 90s.
Yeah, that's a white name.
So here's the breakdown. Okay, there's two spellings of Zach. Zach with an H, Zach with a K. Zach with an H,
Zach with a K.
That is
Yep.
Zach, dummy. I don't know why you're expecting a CH.
Or Zach Morris.
I don't fuck with that at all. Zachary with an H eats his own cake. That's a D tier. But Zachary with a K, let me tell you about Zachary with a K. Do you want to learn how to surf? Do you want to learn how to shoot a paintball gun at a neighbor's house? That's Zach with a K, buddy. He's going to come in clutch. Zach with a K doesn't study for a single test and yet somehow pulls out a B- average. Zach with a K is an A tier name. Then we have Tucker, and that's my name. And I'll put that in the category of like Tucker.
Like what you said,
Trevor,
Dumbo.
Hunter. By definition, hick name. A specific white subset is the hick, and they name their kids like activities that poor white people do, aka like hunt and tuck fabrics. And it's been a tough name to have my entire life. One, because a lot of people name their dogs Tucker, which is something I have to jump over every time I meet a golden retriever. But these names, they give you a reputation that precedes you.
Yeah,
When you grow up
Cecil
and
and
someone says,
Dudley.
Tucker's gonna come to the party. You expect exactly that's what happens. So that's I guess D tier.
Jamie? You ought to tell me your name, of course. I think Jamie. Yeah, Tucker. You know,
Josh.
Oh, I love that name, Josh. Oh, you can see why, but like Josh, people, I need to do one myself. This is kind of fun, I think. After the Mara ones, Josh, people that have the name Josh or Joshua are really kind for some reason. I don't know why.
I met a Josh that I didn't like. Joshes are usually pretty chill people.
They are.
But at the end of the day, it's also a really fun name to yell. Like if you're angry,
Josh!
Joshua, get off the drunk.
Exactly.
And Drake and Josh. I mean, that's not a good example. But yeah, I'll give Josh a solid B. Josh is
no
good. It just
S.
sounds like you sat down into a beanbag. Josh, Joey, Joseph.
I like Joey.
Joe. Once again, those have three different meanings in my head. Joey, how you doing? Joseph, you are a altar boy. And Joe pays his taxes on time and doesn't cause a fuss. So that's just a regular C. Then we have Christopher. Now I love
Christopher. Okay, I knew
of
right back in my middle school that it was named Chris for short. So Christopher. More like a gamer, I think.
Names you could have. Chris, C tier. There's nothing really going on there, but Topher? Fuck yeah, that's an A tier. Maybe
You mean
F tier.
Topher?
Dexter?
Oh, I like
my
the name
brother's name is
Dexter.
Dex, right? And his name is not Dexter. It's just Dex. Let me break that down for you. My parents were afraid that Dex was
Chris,
gonna be
this
made
is an
fun of
okay
because
name.
of Poindexter, which was a common.
For fuck's sake, that show, right? You never met a Josh Dumbo? That's
I don't
interesting.
know the backstory. So
I'm surprised because it is really common. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm out of guesses. If I'm actually out of guesses. You don't think Dexter sounds like a one name, really? I think it is. This is not that common.
And I was named Tucker. And my parents didn't have the foresight to see that our names rhymed with sex and fucker. So it's not great all around. Also, once again, very common dog name, Dex. And I don't know, maybe it's just because my brother is named Dex, but whenever I think of Dexters, you just think of a little annoying dork. So that's a F tier for me. Alex is okay. We'll give that a B tier. Alec, F tier. It just, you're trying to be different, and I fucking hate that. Patrick, you're Irish. That's a pass by me. I'll give that a C tier. Tyler is I think a whiter trash version of Tucker, in my opinion. Tyler really wants a dirt bike, but he can't afford it. Tyler loves Mountain Dew. Tyler is D tier for me. Oh, Ben. I like Ben.
I like Ben
Ben's
too.
cool. Now the difference is Ben can go by Benny, and Ben, whatever. It's just Benny and the
Ben
G. Pretty cool
Tennyson?
name, C tier. However, there are some Bens out there that go by the full Christian name Benjamin. That's not cool. Hey, you know you have one of the most identifiable and shortest names of all time? Let's make that 5 fucking syllables. Or I didn't count. That's way too many syllables. D tier, Benjamin. All right, now we're gonna move down the line to the Gen Z names, like the ones that I'm not cool with this. White people got bored over the pandemic, and we just started naming kids dumb things that I hate. So one telltale sign of Gen Z names is that they just spell them incorrectly. And a great example of this is Aiden's, and it's
I like Aiden.
Jaden, Jason, Peyton. It's all disgusting. There was a trend in the early 2000s with putting X's in people's names, like Xavier, and we have transitioned over to the Y because people throw Y's into names that do not need them. But you're gonna be a fucking 9-year-old man with the name Peyton. You're gonna be here comes old Mr. Peyton. That's fucking ridiculous. That's an F tier. All of those are F tier names. Actually, I don't know. Aiden gets a pass if you spell it correctly. I'll give you a C on that. I saw one kid on the internet named Jyler F.
Skyler?
Skyler is also
Jyler.
one, but at least you can Sky, and I think a lot of non-binary.
Skyler is more appropriate.
Went right in, so we'll give that a C tier. Oh, I forgot Justin. I forgot talking about Justin.
I love Justin.
Justin is an okay name. Justin and Brittany, which I'm going to get into later, were the big 90s names to name your kids. And
Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake.
He's up to me being a pretty trustworthy guy. I mean, not this Justin who ruined his own tour, but besides that, Justin's
having a
become
DUI.
a town cop that does his job pretty well. We'll give that a B tier. But I don't know. There's so many made up Gen Z names that I do not have time to go into. So if you have a Gen Z stupid name, put it in the comments and I'll wrap with you. Moving on to the women. Now I'm going to start in the same vein of the old people names and then go down from there. First we have Anne.
I like Anne.
Oh my God, do I love Anne. Anne is like a librarian, or she's like a caretaker, and Anne is just, she has so much love to give. And I've never met an Anne. I've never met an Anne, but I just feel that with that name. Anne is a protector. Anne might be S tier. I might name my fucking daughter Anne. On the other side of that, we have Patricia. Boom. Boom.
Patricia.
You can call her Pat, which is, I hate that too. Patricia gets off the vibe of someone.
All right, no problem, brother.
You understand what I'm trying to say here. Patricia, D tier, maybe F tier. Put it between those two. Susie is a pretty old person name, although you only in your head see it as a young person name.
Like Susan?
Oh, it's Susan.
Yeah.
Susie is a crazy thing to go by when you're over the age of 40. That is literally a pigtail name. That's a little girl pigtail. Susan gets a D tier. All right, let's talk about some of the really old fucking names. First, we have Mabel. Now, I know
I like Mabel.
Brownie Falls, but that's a one-off. No one's named Mabel anymore. I don't know. I feel like Mabel back in the day was a bit of a town bicycle, a little bit of a tart. There goes Mabel showing her ankles again. You know, it's just like it's a little promiscuous. That being said, I think we should bring Mabel back. Because one, we can always use more whores, and two, I just think it's a cute name. We'll put Mabel at B. Next up, we have Dorothy.
Dorothy? Yeah.
A fantastic name. First of all, nickname Dawn. That's the best name for a woman I've ever heard in my life. And Dorothy is such a beautiful name. Dorothy. It's fucking fantastic. Yeah, the Wizard of Oz and all that shit.
So I did see that pic of Peyton Manning when he was talking about. Oh, you did? Yeah, I think Peyton is a cool name, to be honest. It Mabel sounds like a dog. It does, doesn't it?
Took over that whole vibe. But start naming your kids Dorothy. That name is fucking fantastic. I love it so much. I could easily fall in love with a dog. I could easily do that. We have Ethel.
What the hell, Ethel?
Ethel's a tough one. Ethel just reminds me of like chemicals, like ethyl.
I never heard of Ethel
great.
before.
Ethel is the kind of lady who microdoses her husband with the shit she finds in apple seeds over the course of 2 years and kills him slowly. D tier. And then there's Gertie, Gertrude.
Gertrude!
Imagine a
My
title
great grandmother's name is Gertrude. For my mother said that died of old age. You know, I love Gertrude. Are you kidding me? Gertrude is more like the elderly, like old woman, so to speak. Yeah, Ethel Dumbo. Yeah.
This thing to name your child. A baby must have to come out of the womb visibly fucked up to name a child Gertrude. You know what the nickname of Gertrude is? Gertie. That sounds
Gertie.
like an STD. Oh, how was Tijuana? It was great, except for I got a fucking case of the Gertie. F tier name. That name is fucking horrible. All right, let's move on to the modern classic. There's a couple in here that I really enjoy. Up first is Jennifer. Now, my girlfriend's name is Jennifer, so I'm a little bit biased, but I think that name's really pretty. I mean, it's associated with Jennifer Aniston, which is one of the most beautiful women who have ever walked this earth. But Jennifer, it's soft the whole time. You can whisper it. In the nickname Jen, I love when you have the ability to double up on the consonants at the end of it. Jen with two N's, it sounds like, I don't know, it's like cyberpunk. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense. But Jen is S tier, and I'm not biased. Ashley, I don't know, it has like that weird vibe of it where it's like a dumb slut from the early 90s. I don't blame me. That's just historically what it has been in media, but Ashley, I think, is a really pretty name because you can call her
It's a
Ashley.
dog, yeah, dog shit. I don't blame you.
Like when a girl's named Joe for Jolene,
I like you say dog. I like how you say dog shit.
That being said, Ashley deserves more respect. We give that a B tier. Then we have Stephanie. I don't know. Stephanie's not great. Stephanie is harsh sounding. Stephanie. And also, Steph is very close to staph, which sounds like staph infection. I got a staph.
Staph
So
infection.
we'll give that a low C. Same goes for Bethany. Bethany's lower. Bethany is F tier. That's not great. Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely more white people names. I just can't think of them. In the comments, I'm sure you have a white person name. Let me know down below. And if I said
great grandmother does.
name, just know that I meant it and I will not take it back. New videos every Saturday and Wednesday. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Oh no, Doma, you're fine. Please feel free to curse. Honestly, I encourage it. I totally encourage it. His channel is pretty interesting. His name is Big Tug. Big Tug. It's a cool name there. The U.S. education system super sucks. I agree. His demos are a little crazy, but he is interesting. I kind of want to hear about the U.S. education system. Oh, definitely. There are many other white names. I just can't think of them on the top of my head. And I think another good white name is Cracker or Hunky. Really? That's interesting. Cracker or Hunky. I think Crocker is a good name. I don't know why.
Content that YouTube won't let me post, and also a bunch of other cool things. Okay, thank you.
Oh, I don't care about the Curtis Connor guy. I don't know why he's in my recommendations again. Good. I want to see his weird face. All right. I've got a lot of people don't like him though. I've read about him on Reddit that people don't like him. Like they don't hate him, they just don't like him. I'm not a fan of him either. John Mulaney said it best at 18. I was told to take out $100,000 loan with no supervision. What the hell does that mean? I'm a junior in high school and there's a kid who can't spell and no, he doesn't have any sort of problem. Oh, that's not good. Oh my goodness. How many subs does he have? 1.5. He has a lot. I'm surprised his views is not that high though for some of them. Y'all, you not heard of him, Dumbo? Wait, you know who I'm talking about, right? Because I never like reviewed any of his videos. Because I mean, I did write about him on Reddit, so it's nice to know that people don't like him now. Like no hatred. It felt good to just a fucking dap dress that. I'm not interested in this YouTuber. Like what? Well, like cool. They got like almost like they got 3.5 million views and their weird whatever video they've made. I don't care. I've heard that the younger generation has been having trouble with reading, right? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about? Yeah, his name is Curtis, like with a K, right? I don't know why. I just have that weird aura that I just want to be a fan of his videos. I don't know why, but Big Tug, he seems a little interesting.
where you go and learn all the skills that will stick with you for the rest of your life. Skills such as basic math, knowing what a verb is, and finding out just exactly where you stand in the physical appearance pecking order. It's also where you go and learn how to accomplish 8 hours of work off of 3 hours of sleep. That's a very important skill to learn in America. The weird early hours and the lack of any real life skills being taught are just a few of the reasons why the education system in America has been noted to be one of the worst out of the most civilized societies. And it's not just the kids. Education sucks for every person involved in the system. Teachers, parents, even the gender. The American education system is in desperate need of an overhaul. Because from what I've heard, all the same problems that were going on when I was in school still exist and actually have gotten much worse in a lot of cases. So let's take a gander at what's broken, what needs fixing, and how maybe we can fix it if we're smart enough, I guess. Because it's important to learn from our mistakes. Because if we don't, kids can't read. And I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but like, have you talked to a 6th grade teacher recently? The kids can't read anymore. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic or what, but like that's a huge issue.
Possibly.
The biggest problem with lower education in this country, besides a crippling nicotine addiction plague and I don't know the FitnessGram pacer test or whatever the fuck that thing is, starts with one thing. That thing is funding. It's the money. The amount of funding a public school gets depends on the state that it's in, which is good, I guess, if you hate big government. For example, New York spends the most, about $30,000 per student annually. I assume most of that money goes towards big puffer jackets, chopped cheeses, and classes how to teach kids. When someone asks about bagels, you tell them it's the water. On the other hand, you have something like Utah, which only spends about $10,000 per student.
You serious? Wow, I still thought $10,000 is a lot of money, though. Wow, Utah, and yeah, a lot of people are moving to that state. What? I didn't knew that.
You know, it's Mormons, you know. Who needs education when you got them gold tablets? But not having enough money to properly educate children is a shockingly big problem for the richest country on earth. Low budgets at public schools make it hard to do several things that make going to school worthwhile. I mean, for one, pretty hard to find quality teachers when you could literally make more money flipping burgers. And plus, when you're flipping burgers, you don't have to deal with children who haven't discovered deodorant yet. And if you do, you just kick them out of the burger store. And also, a lack of funds forces schools to make some tough decisions, like canceling programs and electives. No child should go all through middle school without being forced to go to a Christmas pageant where you watch your friend terribly play the tuba. And God forbid we get rid of non-athletic programs like chess club and theater. I mean, what are the dorks and dweebs going to do to get dorkier and dweebier? But back to the teachers. That's like the main note I want to hit in this segment. I don't think it's controversial to say that teachers should be getting paid way more than they are getting paid.
I do agree.
Education Week, for teachers in 2023, the lowest average salaries were in West Virginia with $52,000, Florida with $53,000, and South Dakota for $53,000.
Wow.
Averaging at around $53,000. So it seems there's a stark disparity between the payments and the actual responsibility. And like, let's all take a second as a unit and really consider what a teacher does averaging at around $53,000. So it seems there's a stark disparity between the payments and the actual responsibility. And like, let's all take a second as a unit and really consider what a teacher does for work. They're not just teaching. That's not the only thing teachers do. They don't show up and read a book in front of disinterested children. They have to do a lot of shit. Their job requires them to, one, teach students, obviously. You have to come up with a lesson plan, which, Jesus Christ, that's a very complicated system that I was shocked about when I was reading it. They test and homework to make sure they're doing their jobs. Then they have to grade and test that homework, which is such a time suck I can't even get my mind around. Have you ever talked to like a 5th grader? Have you ever looked into their brain and realized there's nothing going on? Well, a teacher has to look at paper that they wrote on all day, every day. That would make anyone go insane. They also have to pay for school materials out of their pocket. Like a teacher has to pay for the arts and crafts shit.
She does. I'm not kidding. She does. At least my 5th grade special ed teacher had to. I kid you not. Like, literally. You know what, Dama, since you don't want us here, I can show my face. Sure. So I think the U.S. education system is terrible because kids are not really learning many important things and also doing a horrible job at teaching. Yeah, definitely. So, mate, he's talking so fast, but I can still understand, though. It's so weird. Some school states administration does nothing but ban books. That should, yeah. And the teachers, I mean, the good ones should be paid more. And not to mention, a lot of schools don't have fundings. Yeah, which should be a crime on its own. And not to mention, the teacher's job is so much more than his teaching. Right. You got more? Right. And guess what? The food isn't even healthy either. It's just as unhealthy. But now it tastes horrible. It's all processed food. Yeah, that's true. And where I am, we got ranch burritos or bean burritos that were microwaved with a plastic packaging. So now microplastics are in our burrito. Oh dear. We get pizza that feels like it's about to grow legs and walk off the paper plate. The pizza takes off and is usually stuck to the paper plate. Oh dear. And the cheese is cold and hard and sliced off the pizza every time. The burgers come with no lettuce or what the hell is that? Condiments. I forget what condiments is. And it's just a bun, fake patty, and a bottom bun. No option. This is by Menace 40 with like Jerry from Tom and Jerry, Memmy face. No option to get some lettuce from the cafeteria to put it on there. There's only ketchup packets to put on it. And it doesn't even come with cheese on it. In the mornings, we got Lucky Charms cereals. Oh dear. I love Lucky Charms. To drink, there's only milk, chocolate milk, or a little juice that's 100% sugar. You have to pay for bottled water. Are you serious? Did we have to pay growing up for water? That's not what I remembered. Did we? What? I just noticed that. Even though we did our water fountains. Oh dear. I'm pretty sure you get Ebola from drinking from those nasty water fountains with God. Yes! Yuck! Oh my goodness. Oh, that's what I don't miss about middle school. Oh man, I would avoid those like the Black Plague. I remember in middle school. Oh my goodness, they literally those damn zombie brain kids would put gum. Oh, I would avoid it. It was so disgusting. This is my like 11-year-old, 20-year-old self that knew about this stuff. It was so gross that they literally have gum right next to the water fountains. I would always avoid it like the Black Plague. I would have had to use certain water fountains because, like, yeah. Because of my autism, since I'm really visual, I don't like to be around somewhere, especially don't get started with the classrooms. If there's like, you know, like how there's gum that's stuck on the floor and it turns black, I get such high phobia. Oh my god, I cannot. I can't stand it. Honestly, I'm glad talking about this. Where were we, Dumbbell? Yeah, take your time. Majority of the things they teach you never use in real life except the basics, right? They don't teach you things like tax. They don't. Even though I think we did try a little bit, we learned a little bit about tax though when I was in middle school. Yeah, I hate saying I like the food in middle school. I did. But at the same time, now I see why people are wenting about this. Now I understand. And those water fountains in the hallway, yeah. Even though ours was also outside though, because my school, well, we have inside water fountains, but it's mostly outside though, because our campus was mostly it was Simpson Middle School. It was outside water fountains. And the downside is, especially during the hot months as it gets really hot here, the water fountains are really warm. So that sucks monkey balls, literally. And I prefer drinking the sink inside of the classroom. We did that, I think. So, I mean, that's what happens when you live in my state. I know. You sound more dumb. Please rant. I love reading these. Even though he's fast, I can still understand, though, because I remember I met a guy that had autism at Walmart. He was a little loud. Didn't bother me, because I know he's autistic. He was fast. But I can understand, because I'm a listener. Let's see. It's just shittier, unhealthy food. Yeah. It's really gross. My brother added up how much sugar is in her school breakfast, and it was more than an adult male should have an entire day. Oh my goodness, for an 8-year-old. And they wonder why the kids can't stand still. Yeah, because of the sugar. I know by experience. The largest fast food chain in the US is the school system. Yep. You could think, oh, what did Michelle Obama did? I thought she would have made the school foods healthier. No? Oh, remember, it's been years. Oh my goodness. I was once so bored during lunch. I was looking up my drink during lunch. because it tasted weird and it was expired. My school had a ton, and these were like 2 months ago. Oh my. They got food poisoning because the chicken sandwiches and mayonnaise was expired. Oh my goodness. Oh, when I was in elementary school, I got food poisoning from the Mexican pizza. Oh, Stanley, I'm sorry. It was the first last time I ever had that dish. My middle elementary school all got sick from the chocolate milk because it expired. Oh man, that district should be sued. Oh, wait, in Hungary? Oh my god. No way. The Hungarian school has it worse. This is in Hungary in Europe? All soups look like vomit? Our code have a fuck ton of carrots and taste ass. In Hungary? Really? I thought all Europe will have healthier foods than us. As for the second meal, barely cooked rice and some random undercooked meat with peas. Oh my goodness. I love reading these comments. I don't know why. As someone who basically just had school for food growing up, unless sent off to be babysat at someone else's house for a few hours, the food was pretty good. Also pretty sure my insides look like a super mutant by now. I want to read more about this food stuff. I like reading them. I don't know why. They're so fun to read. I'm currently a high school senior. So they were like 18, right? Well, no, they're 17 because it's 2 months ago. And I was always told school would keep getting harder, but it has gotten so much easier. Uh-oh. This is not good, isn't it? Should it be the opposite? You know, it depends. I had to write a short book in 6th grade, and now I can't even write a 5-paragraph essay without also being required to fill out like 3 separate templates meant for other students to be gently guided through writing shift we've been doing for years. Oh dear. I get they want us graduated and gone because they can't squeeze standardized test scores out of seniors, but dear God. Yeah, I would say this. When I was in school, I remember we learned about like you don't wonder why you gotta write the date in the top right. That's the header, right? Like kind of how I do my little diaries. Like I don't think I could give any examples. Okay, so kind of like this, right? That's the header. If I remembered, right? That's right there in the corner because you're writing your dates down. And for me, well, since I learned languages, I just usually write the time down, right? And then usually you're supposed to space out after like it depends how long it is, like 3 to 5 sentences is considered as a paragraph. So I remember learning about all that. And yeah, Dumbo and Hungary, they had awful school food. I was shocked to hear it. They glaze America like a history. Like they would teach America as if it's the greatest fucking place in the globe. Yep. They teach about some random white guy from the 1700s, right? It would sometimes be called. They didn't have any unique foods either. I love Sloppy Joe. I would trade schools. I love Sloppy Joe. Yeah. You had to type the day and name right, and you don't remember how many spaces right. I know, because it's been so long. Honestly, let me continue playing. I like reading these comments. Oh, I've seen this guy before. Pika Petey. The local schools wanted to raise taxes so they could spend $5 million putting Wi-Fi on school buses. Why, though? Why? That's dumb. You got phones for that. This gross negligence that school boards and school administration does is mind-boggling. When I was in school, at one point, I was so paranoid about school shooters that I would have anxiety attacks if I sat with my back to the door. And that was part of the reason I was put in a program in the school, which was what the hell? Diet special education. What's that? That was also probably one of the reasons for my drug use. Oh dear. I would tie my shoes extra tight in case I had to run into a classroom lockdown situation. I might have been more anxious, if paranoid than the average person. But it's sad as fuck that what I was feeling actually kind of made sense. Let's see. As a high school student, I tutored third graders in my free periods. Really? In one of them that I see a few times a week can barely read. They just started getting him help this year, even though he should have been at a way higher level. It's not only the schools, but also the parents that aren't exposing kids to any type of structured learning. Well, that's in high schooler too. I'm 29 years old and still live at home, and I'm still learning stuff, mostly life skills like cooking and baking stuff from my parents, and we learn new things to go, and that's nice. Well, that makes you feel a little less guilty. I'm surprised he hates Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joes are delicious. Really, Dumbo? Really? You haven't written on paper in over a year? Why the fuck would a school but I do not know. That's dumb. Oh shit, we don't even talk about the school shootings. Yeah. Oh, Dumbo, feel free to share. I love hearing them. I love these comments. As an ex-teacher, I super appreciate your take. One thing to add to our role, we basically raise your children for you. We aren't just teaching them math. We're also teaching them how to be social and interact in society. We're teaching them how to persevere, do challenge, and try hard, even when something is scary. I can't tell you how many math and those panic attacks I help kids through. We're teaching them how to contribute to society. And frankly, we're often making sure that they have food to eat for the day and a safe home. Yeah. Also, people, it's a long comment. That's why I'm reading parts of it. People always harp, and this by even, on school needing to teach more real life skills. But I never know what that means. Like, what you want us to all be. I'm in high school too. I can spell okay, but it's pretty shitty too, not gonna lie. I feel they need to pay teachers more because some just don't give a shit. And the amazing teachers I feel bad for because they're underpaid. There's like 3,000 of these comments, 3,500. There's also the problem of school buses. I'm gonna have to read this. There are literally so few bus drivers that kids have to stand. What? You're serious, right? By August, it's a silly guy. Are you serious? Let me get up very quick. What? What? That's a joke, right? Man, that Sisters episode predicted it. It's when Marge would visit the school because they're underfunded and the classrooms are so packed that the kids were like literally stuck up like sardines. The Simpsons predicts everything. Well, almost everything. There's probably so few bus drivers because they're getting paid $20 an hour. Yeah, The Simpsons kind of predicted this. I wish I knew what episode it was. And which what? To drive kids around in a small cramped bus every day while the kids throw Reese's Pieces. Oh, I think that's cute for some reason. And scream cuss words at each other at the back of the bus, and they tried to keep their cool for the whole ride. Not to mention, they don't get paid a full day's wages. They only pay for driving. It's such a shitty job, and they expect someone to be happy making $50 a day. That's true, though. I wanted to share something. Back when I was in elementary school, those bus drivers needed a raise. I remember because basically how they do this, right? They pick up the student that is closest first, right? And then the furthest they get picked up last. And then vice versa. It's vice versa, right? Whomever lives the furthest from the district gets dropped off last. I was picked up last because we lived far. And I remember one incident, I thought we weren't gonna make it. You gotta remember, I was like a 9-year-old around that age, 8 or 9. And I thought, like, oh my gosh, am I gonna die? Right? Because this is so funny. I think one of them saw me like, hey Dion, I remember you. I wish I took a picture of him. She was a sweetheart. I don't remember her name. She knew who I was years later, my bus driver. Um, damn it. I still got video with one of my nephews when he was in kindergarten. I may post that later. Because back then when he was young, whoever that teacher was, that was a great teacher. I'm gonna share that later. I mean, I'm an uncle, right? Or he's my nephew, and I want people to know like this is how a teacher should supposed to act. At least with my kindergartners. Um, I thought I wasn't gonna make it when we were out of gas, and it was pretty warm in that day. I'm thinking like, am I gonna die? Right? But no, like I'm fine. And my bus drivers were so supportive. Because you have the bus driver and then you got the assistant, right? That supervises the kids. And I was relieved when I got dropped off. I'm thinking like, is something gonna happen to us? But man, they're so professional and they're so caring. You know, man, I don't know how it is now, but back then it was way different. Don't forget, many of those buses are over 15 years old. And you know what's so funny? I want to share this very quick. I would get like a little tantrum when my brother had to help me get ready for school. Because, let's see, I was 11, right? And our mother was at work to pick, well, because she was watching Joshua as a nanny out of state. And the bus drivers are so patient. Like, I would get like, oh, I missed the bus. I missed the bus. But they were so patient. They would give us a few minutes to get ready. What happened to schools now compared to my era or my generation? Pardon me. Don't forget, many of those buses are over 15 years old. We still use buses for Trusted 2, Trusted 3 on the daily. Half of our fleet comprises of them. Yeah, I could to this. None have ACE. All are beat to shit. And worst of all, you don't even know if you'll make it halfway to school without breaking down. 7 times, exactly. This is never going to heal. My poor toe. Oh, well. Wish you could heal, damn it. In a way, I know our mechanics with a local company. The county contracts out to operate the business. Yeah. At 621, I have to agree with this. I currently go to high school, and it's sad the amount of kids I see not eating lunch because they can't pay for it. They don't even let people charge their lunch accounts anymore or provide. Yeah, basically, if you live well below the poverty line or below, you don't have to pay for your lunch. The reason why I had to pay because my mother, she was making a decent amount of income back then. We only had to pay like $1.75. Did I say 1,000? $1. I think it was $1.25 or $1.75 on lunch money. It wasn't much. So if you don't, And plus, you can like write an ROU or something. You'll pay them back. If you don't have the money, you just don't eat, and that food that you could have eaten probably gets thrown away. It is evil. A bunch of kids got let in on like recommendation without the yearly fee, but with lunches being $8 to $12, not counting a drink 5 times a week. A lot of kids just wouldn't eat. The most food for your buck was $5 for the large shake of fries, which I wouldn't consider to be a real healthy meal. But it suffers as at least some food, but only fries every day gets tiring. I was more fortunate, thankfully. So, I mean, I might need to talk about this. This is a fun topic. I got like a whole nostalgia of being in school growing up. And yeah, Dumba, out of gas. I kid you not. And it's good that your teacher, buzzer were respectful. Yeah, Dumba, that sucks. And that's good that they were patient for you because mine was not patient. Oh, yeah. I keep reading. I do have another scary story, but this was from my middle school. Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm trying to read everything what you typed in. My sister has a story too, but I don't know if I should share it because I don't know if my sister. Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to if she wants to keep it private. When my mom picked me up from school on the way home, we had to go through a different neighborhood to get home. At a house, there were several cops surrounding a house. Now we just drove by and didn't know what happened. But later that night, my mom was watching the news. And the news, I thought there was a bug, but it's just a spot on my blanket. It's probably the damn Sharpie. That's my mistake. An 80-year-old woman. Oh my God, that's terrible. Now to this day, I have no idea what happened afterwards. Oh, Dumbo, that's tragic. Oh my God, that's tragic. That is tragic. That's tragic. I don't think I have seen it. Oh, we were outside at the moment, and on the what's PA? They said code yellow, and I found it's because there was a person near. Oh my goodness, with a gun. I don't remember how long it was. We had to be in class an hour. Oh, that's terrible. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I had to go through that. Dumbo, that's terrible. Oh my God. That's terrible. So yeah, I had 2 incidents, and my sister had even a scarier incident. I can imagine. You know what, Dumbo? I'm gonna hate doing this once more. I'm going to do this once more. I'm gonna switch over to your channel because we're talking about school education, right? I think this is a fun subject. Also, it does get irritating. I keep getting like two. I keep getting irritated that we keep getting botted on here because there's no way we got 4 views. You know, whoever's doing this, like, I just wanted to say, I hope that you have something better to do. I think with your academic time, if you keep botting, it's giving me a migraine. I don't know why you keep doing this. Honestly. And by the way, for anyone that is viewing this, if you're a viewer and you don't want to comment, I'm not gonna respect you. I don't care if you're shy. I only would give more effort to people that want to give effort to chat with me. If you have nothing to say, then I'm not gonna like you as just a viewer. I don't care if you just enjoyed this live stream. I don't want you here. Not right now. I don't know why, because I don't know. Maybe because I feel like I'm being stalked again. It's because I want to talk about school education. Yeah, I'm thinking about switching over. I don't want to do this though, but I kind of want to. This is a fun topic. I don't know why. Like, I'm glad I found like this video. There's like 10 minutes left. I kind of want to watch more of it. No, they're not blocked. No one's blocked. No one actually. Not one single person. So I don't know why they're doing this. Honestly, like I'm getting tired of it. It's giving me a migraine. Before I cut this off to the other channel, Dumbbell, if you guys, I know you're gonna listen to me. I just want to say, I prefer if you wanted to say something. I know I feel like I'm demanding you, but if you're just doing this, like, I'm not gonna be comfortable with you, and I don't know what to tell you. I don't care, like, oh, I love your videos. Well, I respect more people if they want to comment. If it's not, you're just lazy. Sorry. Now I'm having a migraine, maybe it's because I know that I'm being botted. That's why I'm acting like this. I'm tired of it. And no one's blocked. So if you're like, oh, yeah, I'm afraid of being blocked, well, you're making me unsafe if you feel unsafe. I want to share that because I feel like you're one of those weird people that want to stalk me. So, like, stop. How many people are on your Dumbbell? Does it say 4? Again, for the ones, I know you're probably just going to ignore. Okay? I know it's so harsh right now, but because I like when people comment. Plus, it kind of helps get my channel seen more. Unless you're one of those boys who are fans of me, that's different. But if you're someone else, that's your first time on here, well, you're a judgmental bitch, and I think you should fuck off. I mean, excuse me, screw off. If you want to be the one that, I don't know. It says 4, right, Dumbbell? Because I know, like, it would be like 4, and then it would normally go on to 2. Because someone is, I have to speak up because they keep doing it. Plus, I'm thinking about what Donna. I'm gonna think of something. Did the live stream froze? Great, I think it did. What's this video title? The U.S. education system super sucks. I like that title. I'm gonna close this. My MacBook is something up. Maybe they just have to switch over. Just one. Well, fuck. I don't though because I'm gonna get upset that I'm not gonna get a lot of views if I'm streaming for like 2 hours. Right. I noticed that. Oh. How am I gonna do this? We need to get Mark Haha. He live streamed. He didn't got a lot of views, but he still kept going. Hmm. The thing is, what I'm gonna do before I cut this off, right? I don't want to keep being off topic. I have a bad habit of doing that. I might need to put like an ADHD warning or something. I'm gonna do this. Because I know my brain, like, if I'm going to talk about school, I'm going to talk about something else. That's why I'm trying to take my time to think. Yeah, the live stream is not working. I'm gonna move over. Damn it, MacBook.